Hey, wannabe expats, have you ever had such a life-altering experience that stopped you in your tracks and struck like lightning at the blink of an eye? Well, that's exactly what happened to me while I was an expat, living in Colombia. Check this out. Before I made my grand entrance into Colombia, my life was that of a typical African-American, middle-aged, single-woman retiree. You know the drill. Too young for Medicare, and no affordable health insurance. It had been so long since my last checkup that I was starting to think my doctor had put out a missing persons report. Then came March 2021. Colombia was just starting to open up a bit during COVID, and I noticed a small issue. Following the sage advice of an expat friend, I went to see a doctor, expecting a quick peek under the hood. Little did I know my body had been throwing a secret fiesta. Type 2 diabetes, and I wasn't even on the guest list. I was knocked over like a feather. Okay, maybe more like a sledgehammer. Insulin injections and finger pricking danced through my mind like a nightmare conga line. All right, doc, I said. What's the game plan? To my astonishment, instead of handing me a pharmacy's worth of prescriptions, the doctor suggested, brace yourselves, lifestyle changes as a starting point. I was 200 pounds with blood pressure high enough to power a small wind turbine, and an A1C of 7.5. The doctor hooked me up with a nutritionist, and we crafted a meal plan, exercise schedule, and blood pressure monitoring routine. And get this, both the doctor and nutritionist gave me their cell numbers and emails for any questions or concerns. In the US, you'd be lucky to get a carrier pigeon. Now, here's where I got really scared. As a non-resident, non-citizen without health insurance, I braced myself for a bill that would make my bank account cry. In the US, I would have had to sell a kidney and maybe a few other body parts. But in Colombia, my grand total was about $130. Hallelujah. So what did I learn? Living in Colombia literally saved my life. If I'd stayed in the US, who knows how long I would have been a walking time bomb, ready to go off at any moment. And the cherry on top, I'm now 145 pounds. My A1C is down to 6, and my blood pressure is as chill as a Colombian hammock, all without meds. Thank you, Colombia. My biggest takeaway: sometimes taking a leap into the unknown or a new country can lead to the best, most unexpected life changes. Plus, healthcare outside the US might just save your life and your wallet. Did you find this story helpful? Would you like more stories about expat living? Of course you do. Then hit that subscribe button and let me know in the comments section what questions you have about living as an expat. Adios, amigos.